Hi classmates of nutrition class. I'm going to be making ratatouille today, and it's going to be step by step. I'm actually going to do a voiceover only because my brother has to work and I'm actually in his apartment instead of my own house, only because the setup is better and the lighting is better. So first we'll start off by cutting the bell pepper. Bell peppers are a good source of vitamins A, E, K1, and B6, which can contribute to the formation of red blood cells, help with bone health, blood clots, and antioxidants. In this recipe, onions were mainly used just for taste, but it is a good source of antioxidants and can lower heart disease and high blood pressure as well. Although garlic is used only for taste in this recipe, it is also good for fighting bacteria, viruses, fungus, and parasites. Zucchini is packed with nutrients that are beneficial for any kind of heart attack, heart stroke, or high blood pressure. And this can lower your cholesterol as well. It includes vitamin C, A, potassium, folate, and fiber. And to get maximum benefits, it is better to eat raw, but you could also cook and still get some benefits out of this. Yellow squash is also another good vegetable for those that have heart problems or are trying to lower their cholesterol. This contains low carbs, low calories, beta carotene, which also is really good for hair, skin health, and any type of immune system. And it's full of fiber. Tomatoes are a common superfood that can help with the cardiovascular system, bone health, cancer, and skin health. This vegetable contains thiamine, magnesium, copper, phosphorus, dietary fibers, vitamins C, A, K, B6, E, magnesium, potassium, and folate, which all contribute into these kinds of health. Eggplant is another vegetable that's beneficial to the health. This contains low calories, sodium, and has a great source of dietary fiber, potassium, and vitamin B. And it also contains antioxidants and minerals, good for the body. I went with fresh basil instead of dry, only because it tastes better, and I wanted to keep this recipe as fresh as possible. Plus, it's a good source of omega-3 fatty acids, and it could help with skin infections, wounds, and cuts. I used fresh thyme for taste and for its freshness. It is also beneficial if you're looking for copper, fiber, iron, and magnesium. And it could help fight the common cold. Another fresh herb I used is parsley, only because it's beneficial to chronic disease, provides antioxidants, and it also has another taste that I like with this dish. It makes it fresh. I was inspired by making this recipe because I know how many vegetables it has in it. This recipe was made a long time ago when I was in culinary class in high school. It's not traditional the way I'm making it now, but I wanted to try to make a recreation of the one in the movie Ratatouille. It was very tedious and cutting every single vegetable by hand, but I've been cooking for a while. My first job was actually Jen, and my second job was Cheesecake Factory. I won't say I'm the best at cooking or anything like that, but I've never measured my ingredients. I've actually had a really hard time with measuring ingredients. I've been always the type of person to eyeball everything. I learned from experience, from everything that I used to cook when I was young. I was always inspired by cooking, but I lost that. Don't get me wrong, I could still cook and I still enjoy cooking, but as a job, I would never do it. At least not again. The recipe is cooked in layers. The first layer would be the base. The second layer would be the pattern of vegetables. And then the third layer will be the same that you used for the base on top of the vegetables, along with olive oil, salt, and pepper, and the remaining basil. Keep in mind, all the ingredients were fresh except one thing, which was the can of tomatoes that I had to use for the base. But other than that, everything else was fresh. I ended up baking this at my house only because it was getting late at my sister's house and I didn't want to keep her up. The first time around, I actually undercooked this. It was 10 minutes that I put. It ended up being 30 to 40 minutes in the oven until it was fully cooked. Even during my taste test, as you'll see, it was still undercooked. And I mean, it was good, but it could have been better if it was cooked all the way. The nutritional facts of this recipe per serving is 230 calories, 11 grams of fat, 32 grams of carbs, 8 grams of fiber, 16 grams of sugar, and 5 grams of protein. It's not bad, but it's still cold. But for it being only vegetables, it's pretty good. Yeah, that's basically it. That's my dish.